Hello everyone, I am Craig Coder and in this video I will be doing a review of match 29 between Punjab Kings and Lucknow Super Giants. This match was played at the Maharaja Yadavindra Singh International Cricket Stadium in New Chandigarh. So LSG won the toss and they decided to bowl first. Punjab put on a mammoth 254 runs on the board and won the match by 54 runs with Lucknow scoring 200. Priyansh Arya was given the player of the match for his knock of 93 runs of just 37 deliveries. Now let's start with the playing 11. So for Punjab, there was one change with Nihal Vadera coming in to the playing 11. So last time they played with only 11 players. So Nihal was the new player in this match. Vijay Kumar Vaishak was the impact player and he came in place of Nihal Vadera. For LSG, there were three changes with Himmat Singh coming in place of Abdul Samad, Manimaran Siddharth coming in place of George Linde, and Mohsin Khan coming in place of Digvesh Rathi. So Himmat Singh was the impact player and he came in for Mohsin Khan. Now let's start with the first innings. So LSG started very well with Mohammad Shami taking the wicket of Prabh Simran Singh in the first over for a golden duck. In the next over, Mohsin Khan was hit for a six by Priyansh Arya on the first ball. Then on the fourth ball of the same over, there was an LBW appeal against Cooper Connolly, which was turned down by the umpire. LSG didn't take the review, but when the replays came in, it was three reds and LSG missed a chance to get him out cheaply. Then both the batters hit a four each in the next over of Mohammad Shami, scoring 11 runs. Then in Mohsin's second over, Cooper Connolly edged the ball to a four and Priyansh Arya hit a six, scoring 13 runs. Prince Yadav bowled an excellent over, giving just a four to Cooper Connolly. Then in the next over, Priyansh hammered Mohsin for 20 runs, hitting a 4 and two sixes. Punjab finished the power play on 63 for 1 with Priyansh Arya batting on 40 from 13 deliveries and Cooper Connolly batting on 19 from 22 deliveries. Then Pant brought in Ayush Badoni into the attack and he went for 14 runs with Cooper hitting a 4 and a 6. He again hit a 6 in the next over of Avish Khan and Priyansh hit a boundary scoring 14 runs. In the next over of Manimaran Siddharth, Priyansh got to his 50 hitting two sixes and a 4 to score 19 runs in that over. Then Avish Khan went for 18 runs with Priyansh hitting two sixes and Cooper Connolly hitting a 4. Then Rishabh Pant brought Eden Markram into the attack and the batters absolutely smoked him with Cooper Connolly hitting three sixes and Priyansh Arya hitting two sixes to score 32 runs in that over. The last three overs went for 69 runs. Prince Yadav finally gave the breakthrough for LSG, taking the wicket of Cooper Connolly on 87 and breaking the 182-run partnership. Next over, Manimaran Siddharth got the wicket of Priyansh Arya on 93 and again in the next over, Shreyas Iyer got out to Mohsin Khan. And in the last three overs, only 17 runs were scored and 3 wickets were lost. Punjab again lost a wicket of Nihal in the next over of Manimaran Siddharth, but Nihal had hit a 4 and 6 before getting out. Shashank had also hit a 6 on the first ball in the same over and the over went for 18 runs. In the next over, Marcus Stoinis hit two fours and a 6 to score 15 runs. Mohammad Shami's next over went for 20 runs with Stoinis hitting a 6 and Shashank Singh hitting a 6 and a 4. Prince Yadav bowled an excellent last over, giving away just 5 runs and taking the wicket of Shashank Singh. Punjab finished with a massive total of 254 for 7. Now let's go through the first innings scoreboard. Priyansh Arya, the player of the match, 93 runs from 37 balls with 4 fours, 9 sixes at a strike rate of 251. Prabh Simran got out on first ball. Cooper Connolly, 87 from 46, 8 fours and 7 sixes, strike rate of 189. Shreyas Iyer, 5 from 6. Marcus Stoinis, 29 from 16. Nihal Vadera, 13 from 7. Shashank Singh, 17 from 6. And Marco Jansen not out on 1 from 1. And in the bowling, Mohammad Shami, 4 overs, 1 for 56, expensive with economy of 14. Mohsin Khan, 4 overs, 1 for 43. Prince Yadav, 4 overs, 2 for 25. excellent bowling with economy of just 6.25 with 254 runs being scored. He went for just 6.25. Then Ayush Badoni 1 over 14 runs for no wicket. Avesh Khan 3 overs, none for 46. Again very expensive. Manimaran Siddharth 3 overs, 2 wickets for 35. And Aidan Markram 1 over went for 32 runs. Punjab finished with a total of 254 for 7 in 20 overs with a run rate of 12.70, and there were 9 extras in the innings, which included 3 leg byes and 6 wides. Now let's go to the second innings. So LSG sent Ayush Badoni to open the innings along with Mitchell Marsh. Then Arshdeep Singh started with a good first over, giving away just 2 runs. Then Mitchell Marsh hit a 6 of Xavier Bartlett, scoring 10 runs in that over. In the next over, Ayush Badoni hit a 4 and Mitchell Marsh hit 2 fours. Also, there was a chance in the same over to get the wicket of Mitchell Marsh, but Shreyas Iyer was not able to hold on to the catch, running back from mid-off. Next over went for 15 runs as Ayush Badoni hit a 6 and a 4 and Mitchell Marsh hit a 4. Then Badoni hit 2 fours in the next over to score 11 runs off Marco Jansen. In the 6th over, Vijay Kumar Vaishak got the first wicket, getting Badoni out hot at mid-wicket. LSG finished the power play at 61 for 1. Then Pant came into the middle and hit 2 sixes in the next over, scoring 15 runs. Then Mitchell Marsh hit a 6 of Yuzvendra Chahal to score 13 runs of his over. Then Vijay Kumar Vaishak and Yuzvendra Chahal bowled good overs, giving away just 20 runs in the next 3 overs. LSG now needed 146 runs in 9 overs with a required run rate of over 16. In the next over, Chahal got the wicket of Mitchell Marsh on the first ball. Then Pant hit 2 sixes in the same over to score 14 runs in that over. LSG never looked like chasing the target and Pant got out in the next over of Arshdeep Singh. Then in the next over, Shashank dropped a catch of Nicholas Pooran on the boundary. Then Marco Jansen got the wicket of Nicholas Pooran with a slower ball in the next over. The game was almost over with LSG just looking to play out the remaining overs and trying to get closer to the Punjab total to maintain their run rate. And Markram hit 2 sixes in the next over of Xavier Bartlett. Mukul also hit a 6 of Vijay Kumar Vaishak in the next over. Then in the next over of Arshdeep Singh, Mukul Chaudhary hit a 4 and Aidan Markram hit a 6. The 6 was a proper misjudgment from Shashank Singh on the boundary as he didn't go for the catch as he thought that the ball will travel much farther away over the boundary, but the ball landed on the boundary cushion just beside him. In the next over, Markram hit 2 fours and again Shashank dropped another catch. Shreyas Iyer was smiling at this moment as the ball went up towards Shashank and he laughed when the catch was dropped along with the substitute fielders near the boundary. Then Marco Jansen finished the innings with the wicket of Markram and Punjab won the match by 54 runs. Now let's go through the second innings scoreboard. Mitchell Marsh 40 from 28, Ayush Badoni 35 of 21, Rishabh Pant 43 of 23, Nicholas Pooran 9 from 9, Aidan Markram 42 from 22, Mukul Chaudhary not out on 21 of 17 and Himmat Singh not out on 1 from 1. Then for the bowling card, Arshdeep Singh 4 overs 1 for 41, Xavier Bartlett 4 overs none for 54, Marco Jansen 4 overs 2 for 37, Vijay Kumar Vaishak 4 overs 1 for 30, Yuzvendra Chahal 4 overs 1 for 36. So LSG finished with a total of 200 for 5 in 20 overs with a run rate of 10 and there were 9 extras which included 2 leg byes, 6 wides and 1 no ball. Now let's go through the fall of wickets for both the teams. So for Punjab, Pub Simon got out in the first over, bowled by Mohammad Shami, and he edged it to the first slip where Mitchell Marsh took the catch. Then Cooper Connery got out to Prince Yadav in the 14th over, where the catch was taken by Manimaran Siddharth. Then Priyansh Arya got out in the 15th over of the bowling of Manimaran Siddharth with Mitchell Marsh taking the catch. Shreyas Iyer got out to Mohsin Khan in the 16th over with Mohammad Shami taking the catch. Nihal Vadera got out in the 17th over with Nicholas Puran taking the catch of the bowling of Siddharth, and Shashank Singh lost his wicket to Prince Yadav, caught by Eden Markram in the last over. And again in the last over, Marcus Stoinis got out on the last ball with no a direct hit from Nicholas Puran from the boundary as Stoinis was looking for a second run. Then for LSG, Ayush Baduni got out in the sixth over, bowled by Vijay Kumar Vaishak with Bartlett taking the catch. And Mitchell Marsh got out to Yuzvendra Chahal with again Bartlett taking the catch in the 12th over. Then Pant lost his wicket to Arshdeep Singh with the keeper Prabhsimran Singh taking the catch. Nicholas Puran got out to Marco Jansen, slower delivery with Shreyas Iyer taking the catch in the 15th over. And Aiden Markram fell to Jansen on the last over of the match. Then we'll go to the top partnerships of the match. So for Punjab, there was one big partnership of 182 from just 80 deliveries between Priyansh Arya and Cooper Connolly. Arya scored 92 of 34 and Connolly scored 87 of 46 deliveries. The other highest partnership was of 44 of 17 deliveries between Marcus Stoinis and Shashank Singh at the end of the innings. Then for LSG, the highest partnership was the opening partnership of 61 of 36 between Mitchell Marsh and Ayush Badoni. Marsh scored 24 of 15 and Badoni scored 35 of 21. Then there was a 60-run partnership between Markram and Mukul Chaudhary, and also a 48-run partnership between Marsh and Rishabh Pant. Now let's go to the graphs. So as we see, the Punjab won going very strongly at the start, and then at the 10 over mark, you can see how it suddenly went up as those 3 overs of the match went for 69 runs. As you can see at 10 over mark, Punjab have 110 for 1, and at the 13 over mark, 179 for 1. So these 3 overs, the scoring rate jumped so much. But again in the next 3 overs, they didn't score much runs, losing 3 wickets in the next 3 overs. And again you can see the worm coming down a bit, but overall they scored a lot of runs, ending up on 254. Whereas for LSG, you can see they matched the Punjab worm at the start, but after the 10 over mark, their worm remained down, as Punjab had a good 3 over period at the same time, and LSG didn't get that kind of scoring in those overs, and their worm remained down and finishing on 200. Now we'll go to the run rate graph. So in the run rate graph also for Punjab, you can see they started with 6 runs in the 6 to 7 runs at the start, and their run rate kept on climbing, and at the 13 over mark, it touched rate of 13.76, but eventually they kept on losing wickets in the next 4 overs, and the run rate eventually finished at 12.7. But for LSG, they also started with a good run rate of about 10 in the power play, but they needed more than that, and they could not get that boost in the middle overs to up the run rate, and finished at only 10 runs per over at the end. Then we'll go to the Manhattan. So first we'll go to the Punjab buildings. So if you can see, there is one big over of 32 runs in the innings, and as the buildings look shorter, but they are above the 10 runs over the mark, so they had many overs which were above the 10 run over mark, and they had 3 short overs of 7, 7 and 3 where they lost those 3 wickets. But other than that, all the other overs were about 10. Most of them were about 10, and few of them were about 15 runs. So as you can see, this 3 and the last in the last 4, the 3 were almost about 15. So they had more overs of more than 10 runs per over. If you go to LSG Manhattan, so as you can see here, their buildings are are shorter. don't have that one big over like how Punjab had. They also had two overs, 3 overs which went above 15 runs. But other than that, they had some overs which were very less than 5 runs per over. So this one and one of 4 runs and couple of 5 run overs, 1 6 run overs. So this overs which went for low runs, it kind of kept the scoring rate a little down. They needed one or two big overs of no more than 20 runs, which they didn't get. So if we look at both the buildings side by side, so so you can clearly see Punjab having some big overs in the middle, but LSG lacking those overs in the middle. Now we'll go to the summary of the match. So no LSG, uh, I feel missed an opportunity to review an LBW appeal against Cooper Connolly. I think they should have gone for that review, and if they had got him out at the start, things might have been a little different. But then the partnership between Priyansh and Cooper Connolly made LSG feel a little clueless in the middle. They had five proper bowlers who can bowl 4 overs in every match, but they still went with part-timers, and no Markram over went for 32 runs. I did not understand why Siddharth was not given the ball from the start and why they went with Ayush Badoni. I get that there were two left-handers at the crease and they went with off spinner of Ayush Badoni, but no, they already knew that there are lefties in the Punjab batting lineup. So if they didn't want a left-arm spinner like Manimaran Siddharth to bowl to left-handers, they could have gone with no Mr. Spin of Digvesh from the start or maybe any other option. So Siddharth, no, you bowled well getting the wickets of two left-handers, but my point is that they picked a proper bowler in Siddharth. And if it was an all-rounder, then it would have been okay there to try other options, no. But having five proper bowlers who cannot bat and still needing to use part-timers is something which I didn't understand or I didn't like. In the batting also, it was always going to be difficult for LSG to chase down 254 as they didn't score 200 plus runs in this season before this match. And in the batting also, they sent in Ayush Badoni to open the innings with Mitchell Marsh, which I didn't like. Yes, he played well, scoring 35-21, but I didn't understand the reasoning behind this decision as you have to maximize the power play. So you send a player which you feel that can maximize the power play for your team. So if they think that Ayush Badoni can utilize the power play and attack the bowlers and score more runs than maybe someone like a Markram, then they should have opened with Ayush Badoni from first match. In the first match, they sent Pant as the opener, and this match, Ayush Baduni came in. So I didn't like why they changed the top three from last year, who got them most runs last year, just to fix the issue in the middle order. They kind of messed up with their top order. Punjab have now won a match, batting first, and this was something which they had to do as they had won all the previous matches while chasing. But now they showed that they can also win by batting first, and this will give them more confidence, knowing that they can also win by putting up a big score on the board, batting first, and by such a big margin. They batted very well in this game to put 254 runs, which is the highest total so far in this year's IPL. And everyone chipped in, scoring some runs and getting them to that total. In the bowling also, they made sure that the required rate does not calm down and they kept the pressure on LSG batters. Now let's look at the points table. So Punjab Kings are still at the top with 5 wins out of 6 matches, with one match being washed out with 11 points and a net run rate of 1.42. and LSG are at the 8th position with only 2 wins and 4 losses with 4 points and a net run rate of minus 1.173. Now let's go to the graphs. So in the points graph, LSG have remained on 4 points after losing the last 3 matches, whereas Punjab has moved to 11 points, winning this match. Now we'll go to the position graph. So in the position graph, you can see there are no changes in the positions for any team. Punjab remain number 1 and LSG remain number 8 after this match. All the teams remain at the same position at the end of this match. So that's it in this video, and let me know your thoughts about the video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.